So if you want to become a millionaire or a hyper successful person, it's very important to surround yourself with the 5 closest people that are actually millionaires. And no, the thing is, it's a very cliche, and you guys have probably heard this whether you read books or personal development programs, or in fact other successful people around you. They have probably said this quote many times, and it's actually as true as it can get. So you have to surround yourself with hyper, let's just put it, focus individuals. And before you click off because I didn't provide you the shiny object answer that you're looking for, and because I didn't provide you the immediate solution to your financial problems, do not click off, because this is perhaps one of the most important advice that I've learned, and that has basically crystallized my future, especially for the next 5 years, and that is obviously to become a millionaire. And so it is very important for you guys to understand that what it takes to become a hyper successful person is essentially the person you become. This is you, and you want to become a millionaire per se, right? And so it's 90% of the time it's about the person that becomes or allows you to achieve that type of echelon. And so in my other videos, which you guys can check out, I made it into a car analogy. So imagine this is a vehicle. I'm sorry if my sketch isn't that good, and you are the driver. And so point A and point B, so point A is initially where you started, and point B is the destination. Now, if your destination is to become a millionaire, it is important for you to have 2 things. A, the vehicle, and B, the driver. And so coming back to this statistic, is 90%, it's 90% the time, or the fact is 90% of you achieving point B is 90% dependent on the driver. Only 10% constitutes for the vehicle. And the vehicle is the analogy for your perhaps business roadmap, your plan of execution, your occupation, your different types of business strategy. Like, vehicle is basically the analogy of all the physical frameworks that construct of becoming a successful businessman. And so if you want to become a good driver, or essentially a good person who can conduct a vehicle, you need to look at the drivers. And so you have to look at the people that drive the super great vehicles. You need to look at the drivers that essentially reach point B with whatever type of framework they've installed. And so how do you do it specifically? So in today's world with the prerequisites of modern technology and all the type of softwares that we own, we have the opportunity to network with hyper successful individuals. And so yes, they are most of the times preoccupied, and they probably have 101 other things they do in their life, and hence they don't really have time for you. But the way that you can at least relate or surround yourself with hyper successful people is to understand where they are. And the majority of times, I don't know if you guys can see this, in the majority of times they are in either business events, seminars, and meetings. And so you need to be there. Where they are, you have to be there. So if they are in events, seminars, and meetings, I don't care how you guys do it or how you guys get there, whether it's an event itself or a ticket you purchase online, or it's some meeting through another client that has allowed you to be part of this meeting. However it takes, and whatever it takes, you have to be part of their presence. You have to be present where they are present. And so that is one. That is perhaps the occupational presence. I'm not too sure if you can see this because of the camera positioning. Occupational presence. Second part, where you can surround yourself with these people or be around these hyper successful individuals, is the personal presence. And that is the places where they, dine in, or where they receive hospitality. It could be the hotels, cigar lounge, it can be polo clubs, it can be golf clubs, it can be tennis courts. Like, these are the personal presence. So I'm not asking you to become a stalker, and find out which club they, play golf in. My point is, you have to be in these places. For example, hotels, if they are in 5-star hotels such as Majestic, Ritz-Carlton, or I don't know what other 5-star hotels you have within your area. If they are in these hotels, be there as well. And Imam Ghazi said it himself, you don't have to check into these crazy high expensive hotels, but it is enough for you to sit in one of the lounge and order perhaps a coffee that is a little bit overpriced, but from time to time you can sit in these lounges or in these lobbies and just literally just observe them, not like a psychopath or crazy sociopath. But if you surround yourself or sit in a lounge where all these hyper successful people are situated, then you can literally adapt of the way they talk and listen to or over listen to the conversations they listen to, or pay attention to their body languages, or understand how they dress and how they prep and how they present themselves. The personal presence is the second place how you can surround yourself with hyper focused individuals. And remember this analogy, remember it's 90% part of the person you grow into. So grow into and essentially become the person that they are, so that you can achieve and obtain your goal of becoming hyper successful like them. And that is basically part of the entire video. I'll see you guys